What's up, guys? Ninth Jim here, back with another YouTube video. We're going to be playing some games today, and I have a really cool team today. We have the Seismitoad team that got 9th place at the tour that we just covered in yesterday's video, the top 16. We looked over all that stuff, so if you want to check out that video, do that as well. But this team is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and shout out the player as well. So the player is, what's his name? Juan Benitez, very good player. He also has a team report, and I'll link that as well, so if you guys want to check that out. I should have probably read this before I got into the game to see really what's up, but yeah, I didn't. So it's all good. So yeah, we'll watch this. We'll play this game. I'll probably get smacked around a lot. That's just how it goes. But we'll see what happens. I'll also, of course, link the team pace in the description down below, as well as the team report, as well as the top 16 or the top teams from that tournament. So a lot of links in the description if you guys want to check them out. Support the Victory Road VGC page or the player. Go check those things out. Or if you want to get a little bit better insight in this team than this game, because I'm probably just gonna lose a couple of games here. Because like I said, I have not played this team yet. I have not done any research. I haven't watched it. Nothing. I just wanted to play some Seismitoad, right? Because I think it's cool. But we'll see what happens here. I don't have the highest expectations for myself here because it's been probably like 2 months since I played. Maybe 3 months. It's been a while. I haven't played in Series 12 yet. I haven't played a single game in Series 12 yet. Well, that's a lie. I have played a couple random games the other day, but I lost them all. So, I'm very rusty. So we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to set the timer up. It's funny, though, because my opponent has a better grip of what's happening in the game probably than I do. So why am I setting the timer? Just to look menacing, look like I know what I'm doing. But it's been a while, so we'll see what happens here. So let's get right into it. So my opponent has Solgaleo, Kyogre, Zapdos, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, and an Amoonguss. So what can we really do here? What are we expecting? So Grimmsnarl it's a fairly common lead from my opponent. My opponent has an Incineroar. We don't have an Incineroar, but the team honestly doesn't get intimidated too hard. Obviously, these two big powerhouses get intimidated, but these two powerhouses don't get intimidated, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking probably some screens right off rip wouldn't be bad, especially since like the Solgaleo, like any of these first three things really pack a wallop. So we probably don't really want to get smacked around quite as hard from those things. Some light screen wouldn't hurt. This guy is gonna probably be led though to mess with this stuff. I really want to bring the Seismitoad, but Seismitoad just doesn't really seem like it's worth it here. It's not bad against the Solgaleo, but if he sets up his own screens, we're not going to be OHKOing it. We're just going to be activating his weakness policy. So I don't think I want to do that. So we're going to go with the other plan here. Kyogre's not a bad bring, but I think I really value that Rillaboom in the back. So I think Kyogre's not coming to the party this time. And our Dynamax is kind of set for the Zapdos, and I wouldn't mind just like Zapdos like attacking turn 1, but we are going to get Spored, and if this thing is Cobra Berry, it's not going to kill, especially if he sets up Light Screen. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to do here. We could like Thunder Wave the Amoonguss and then just like hope for some good odds there, but I don't think that's a good play. And unfortunately, this guy doesn't have Protect. It does have Roost though, so we could like land it and then... No, that doesn't really work. I'm trying to figure out if we can like set up the terrain and then land, but I can't really. So I don't know. I think we're gonna have to play, like mess around with this a little bit. We can swap into this guy because I think my opponent's just gonna Spore this guy. We could set up a screen. The Foul Play is not gonna do anything. Okay, so we're gonna set up a light screen. We're gonna set up a light screen, and then we're gonna switch to the Rillaboom. I don't know if this is really that good of a play. It's playing around the Spore pretty easily here. Which is definitely good. So we did beat the Spore. Really, all that happened there is that both of us now have Light Screen up, which isn't really that great for either of us, to be honest here, because the only things on the field are physical. Obviously, they're going to be here for 7 more turns, and we both have potential Zapdos and Kyogre in the back, so... it's not bad. We can go for a Thunder Wave into the Amoonguss. I think at this point that's probably what we're looking for. The Reflect doesn't really do that much yet, and he doesn't have anything that's pressuring my my Grimmsnarl too much here. I could go for a U-turn, get some positioning into the Amoonguss. I don't think that's a bad idea actually. I like that, and I think this guy's a AV, so yeah, I think I like that play. So we're gonna Thunder Wave the Amoonguss, and we're gonna go for the U-turn. No, that's not bad. All right, we're gonna go for this because if he protects, then it's just really really bad. So we both set up a reflect, so we have a lot of stuff here. And I don't think my opponent's gonna spore into this thing, so we're gonna just bring this guy out, the Zapdos. I think at Koba Berry, it's still not gonna die, right? Safety goggles. Oh, this thing's safety goggles? Oh, dude, I played grossly. Dude, this is like a safety goggles. What am I doing? Oh, I played that so poorly. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I did waste my turn. Also, yeah, I wasted that. That was really bad. Okay, so I misplayed really, really, really badly because we have the out to the Amoonguss. If I could have just Dynamaxed immediately. I don't know if early Dynamax is really what we want to do here, though. All right, so we're gonna go for the Thunder Wave into the Amoonguss again, or not again because we didn't do that the last time. We're gonna go for that, and I don't think this is a bad idea. We can just like slow play this a little bit. We'll just try to get some damage down. We'll bring the Amoonguss down a bit. Why did I do that? That should have been the Hurricane. That was dumb. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so the Paralyze on the Grimmsnarl was good though. Wait, why is the Grimmsnarl paralyzed? Oh, he just got paralyzed, but from the Spirit Break. So he Spirit Break my guy here. So we're not taking any damage, and the Spore is not going to be doing anything. My opponent's Spored. We have safety goggles. So we're looking pretty good there in that range. So I think we're going to just like keep trying to Thunder Wave this guy and lay down a little bit of damage here and there. So we're going to go for the Thunderbolt into the Grim. Actually, we're not threatened. Like, we're not waiting. No, we're going to Thunderbolt the Grim because my opponent's probably going to... Okay, he switches. Fair enough. We're going to Thunderbolt the Grim. We're not doing damage. We're doing PP damage right now, which is like pretty gross, but it's fine. It's not bad. We can go for a Roost here, but that's like a little scary because the Solgaleo could call that out and then go for like a max attack, a max Quake into it. And that would be really, really devastating because then we wouldn't have like a good Dynamax for this game. I think we're still going to go for it. We're going to Thunderbolt the Solgaleo and go for a Roost. I feel like that's a good play. Solgaleo outspeeds. Not doing any damage though. And he hits the Paralyze anyway. So now we're roosted back up. I think I want to switch this guy out though because this thing is basically useless at this point. But I do now have time to go for another Roost, right? And then, so our screens are for 3 more turns. 2 turns on the 3 and 4 turns. Okay. So I think I wouldn't mind just like foul playing into the Solgaleo, trying to get some more damage. And the Roost just sounds good because he's just going to keep Spirit Breaking this thing. That's doing a big fat 0 at this point, right? Because the Spirit Break, like, what are you doing? Like, it's not doing anything. So Weakness Policy is going to go ahead and activate, and he misses with the Paralyze. Really, really nice. I'm getting those hacks with the Paralyze really, really easily. And yeah, we're slow playing this pretty well. Neither of us have used our Dynamax yet. I don't know his last Pokemon, which is a little upsetting. A little at this point, a little bad for me. What do I think it is? I feel like it's Kyogre. That's just what I'm thinking at this point. Might be Incineroar though. But if you brought Incineroar, it'd be 3 support. I feel like it's one of these two, and I think it's Kyogre. So we're gonna go for another foul play into that Solgaleo. I think it's gonna switch, and if it does, then whatever. We're just gonna Roost again. Like, there really is no point in not, right? Because we'll switch this guy out later. Yeah, we're just getting like some big value because the Spirit Break is doing nothing. Or it's just trading. It's just trading every turn. I want to get this guy out of here, and we're gonna switch it out here in just a moment. I think it's finally switch time for me. But so yeah, probably Zacian is gonna be the switch here. I don't think Amoonguss is gonna go in. Whoa, he's probably reading that. He's probably gonna Spore that. That would really suck. That would be really unfortunate if he does that. So okay, fair enough. If you do that, you do that. We're gonna Thunder Wave. Go for the Thunder Wave here, and then we could get really lucky. I think we just swap into the Rillaboom again, just calling out that because my opponent's gonna call out my switch. I think we want to just have the. I think we want to switch back in the Rillaboom. This is a long game. We're in here for the long haul. But I think my opponent was gonna read that switch. No, okay. So they go for the Protect because we're obviously just going for the Thunder Wave into the Amoonguss. Spirit Break's gonna do a big fat 0 here. Actually, nothing this time. And we're just gonna like eat that damage, like not care about it at all. So Foul Play is gonna be doing no damage, but we're gonna Thunder Wave into here, and I could knock off the Amoonguss. I think that's not a bad idea because if we can get that Koba Berry off, then we can definitely just like knock it out next turn or like whenever we bring in the Zapdos. So I think we're gonna go for that. Gonna Paralyze it, And we hit the full pair on the Grimmsnarl, which is just gross. What do we hit? Mental Herb. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so our Grimmsnarl is just chilling for a big game. My opponent forfeits, which I don't think was the right play. But if the Incineroar was in the back, then maybe. I mean, it's like not actually like just a blatant support Pokemon. It's an Incineroar. It still has options of like damage. But I think I played that correctly. I think we wanted to go for the slow play. I could have maybe the game would have been completely different if I just slapped my Zapdos into a Dynamax turn 1, and then just like hit in, like not caring about the Koba Berry, just like slapped it because of the safety goggles. But that was like a big misplay on my part, just like not knowing I had safety goggles, because I played that weirdly. But honestly, it kind of made it better because it made my opponent not think I had safety goggles, and then they played around the safety goggles, or they played through the safety goggles later, and I got a free turn when it mattered more. So I think I played that correctly for the most part. But yeah, I think it was incorrect of my opponent to just scoop, to just forfeit. We're gonna play another one, and let's see if I have the patience again to not just Dynamax turn 1, because I don't have that patience a lot of the time. All right, so let's get into this. So, okay, Zapdos is good. Zapdos is very, very good here. We do see the Thundurus as well. Not really a team that gets intimidated though, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like that's a prankster guy. Although it might just be like, although then he wouldn't have a lot of, no, it's probably Defiant to like keep the Gyarados in its, in its momentum. This is an oddly built team. I would say this, I think my Zapdos is really, really going to pull a lot of weight here, but I don't want to just lead it right off rip, because we might get hit with like an eject button something, and like Zapdos isn't like unbelievably fast, and he has some fast Pokemon on here. Like if this is just max speed Thundurus, he's gonna outspeed this thing. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. I definitely want this guy in the back, and I'm not gonna lie, like this isn't looking too strong once again, which is really unfortunate, because I really wanted to use this. Although the Power Whip is kind of like low-key insane, but I think at the same time, like Rillaboom's kind of insane here. But it's like kind of weird because it kind of gets like rolled by these Pokemon and gets intimidated into the ground. So I don't know. I think maybe this is a pretty solid hit here. We don't have Protect though, unfortunately, on this Pokemon, which is that's a little unfortunate. I think we want to go for the Kyogre lead. It seems pretty solid on lead, and I think we're just gonna bring all these big punchers in the back. I think that's what we're gonna go for. It might be a mistake. We'll see how it goes. Incineroar lead. It's not going to be doing a whole lot here. It is going to be able to fake out my Kyogre, and because I don't really want to just like max the Kyogre turn 1. That seems wrong. So we could go for a Protect, but he's probably going to just fake out this, to be honest. And we don't have that. So we could swap into the Zacian. I don't think that's a bad idea, actually, because the Thundurus can't really do anything there. So I think we're going to go for a Protect. What is this? Is this Mystical Water? Yeah, Mystic Water. Okay, so we're gonna go for a Protect, and I think I just want to swap into the Zacian. He'll go for like a Parting Shot next turn, but we're pretty safe from like just a random like a raw Flare Blitz. And I don't think this is bad. If my opponent goes for the max turn 1 on Thundurus, I think we'll be able to like pull out the game on the end, in the back end, like really, really easily. So we'll switch into the Zacian. I think that's the better play here. We dodged the Intimidate pretty safely here, which is not bad. So he does go for the Fake Out into the Hammer. So that's weird. That was an interesting play by my opponent, I think, but better than the just raw turn 1 Dynamax. The turn 1 Dynamax didn't seem like a good play. So what do we expect my opponent to do now? I think this could probably swap, but we could also just like hit it really hard with a Sacred Sword. Do we have Sacred Sword? Yes, we do have Sacred Sword. So I think we just go for a Water Spout Sacred Sword. I think that sounds really, really good. Water Spout Sacred Sword. Let's do that. It's a little scared from the Thundurus because we, protected last turn, but nope, never mind. It's not scared because I outspeed it. I don't know my speed tiers apparently. Or this thing just not invest into speed? That seems odd. Okay, so we have Gyarados and Lugia. Lugia seems to be the Dynamax here, unless it's like Moxie Gyarados, but then the Lugia is just not really going to be doing much, which I think would be weird. Yeah. It was Gyarados, or it was Intimidate, so it's not Moxie. So I really expect this Lugia. We're not gonna see Moxie Gyarados anymore. Like what am I expecting? Why did I think that could be possible? Like why did I think that could happen? I'm not gonna lie. We have the end game kind of set. The Dynamax Zapdos I think is kind of set. So I think we're just gonna spam Water Spout again. It's like gonna be doing a lot of damage still. So we're gonna go for the Water Spout, and I think we just like go Behemoth Blade into like the Lugia. We're just gonna hit it really, really hard. No Dynamax. Okay, interesting. Oh, Dragon Dance Gyarados is kind of gross. Calm Mind Lugia. Okay, so maybe I was underestimating the setup potential here, but Water Spout's doing a lot. We are hitting last though, which is like a little unfortunate. And we could bring in the. I don't think that's a bad play. We could bring him in, Thunderwave some stuff. What are they gonna do? This thing has access to Thunderbolt, I think. So I think that's gonna go into this. If we switch in Grimmsnarl, I think we're good. Behemoth Blade is gonna attack first, and I think we just knock out the Gyarados. Gyarados could protect, but like, do you think he's on double, support move like the protect and the Dragon Dance? I feel like not. But at this point, Dragon Dance 146 times 1.5. I think it outspeeds. So we might be in a really bad position off of that. We'll see how that goes. So Waterfall, it crits. I don't know if that matters. I think it might have just killed it raw. But we do get to go ahead and knock out the Gyarados. So now we only have the Lugia. And the Lugia is not like a huge problem, especially like look at the damage. Like we're not really worried. I think we just win here. We'll just go for the Dynamax. I could go for a Max Guard. I think we could just go for the Airstream, right? Because like, what's my opponent going to do? He only has single targeting. I think we just go for this. We're just going to get Airstream and go for a big Behemoth Blade into the Lugia. We outspeed it. I'm pretty sure we outspeed it with both. I might be wrong with the Zapdos. Okay, we do outspeed it with both. Okay, I was overthinking. I think my opponent's team was really bad this time. But the first team was like actually pretty scary and like good. So I don't know. But that was pretty fun. I'm looking for more teams. So if you guys have some cool, like really cool rental codes or Pace, probably more so Pace right now, just because I like testing one here. It feels more like instant gratification, more like testing. But yeah, that was pretty fun. So we're definitely looking to do some more cool stuff. I'm probably going to play this team a little bit more. Well, I'm definitely going to play this team a little bit more with the Seismitoad, because we didn't play Seismitoad a single time. It didn't even come out. So yeah. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It makes a big difference. It really does. And have a good week. Goodbye.